How's it going, everyone? It is Wednesday, November 27th, 2024. No pick from the video yesterday. Let's just get into what the market's been doing, what our current picks are doing, and I'll just talk about one or two trades that I took today and how I traded them. So, first off, on our market buys here, look, nothing has really changed since Monday. We knew coming into this week, light volume, not a lot that's probably going to happen. And the main thing that I like is actually we have this flip from a sell signal to a buy signal, so I really like that. I was kind of wondering about what the heck's going on with the sell signal, but we're here. We've been moving up and tested that resistance at 600. Probably not going to break through it this week. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. Wednesday's a half day. Or sorry, Friday's a half day. Light volume this week. It's going to be low activity today, so really nothing much going on a D1 intraday basis. I'm still bullish on a longer term basis, or I guess my longer term and shorter term basis. Fundamentally, technically, nothing has really changed too much. On a shorter term basis, you see we got this test, and I was watching to see how we got slapped down here. Now, we got this move. We tested the prior day low, but we didn't get any sort of bullish engulfing candle. We got a bit of a tail, and then we got a gap up, tested the gap, small gap up, not a huge gap up over here, right? That got heated too fast. We could trade the downside. Small gap up, churn, and poked above the all-time high, but couldn't clear it. Today, what I like to see, and here's what I like, is that we are getting a higher low so far. Now, again, this is low volume conditions. I just want to see this chop around, and I just want to see this hug this little range here, right? I don't want it to break out of this range too much, because then when the news comes in the week after, we're going to start getting some economic releases, ISM services, I believe. Let me check the calendar over here. Yeah, I mean that for the first week of December after Thanksgiving, probably going to get unemployment, ISM, ADP, JOLTS, initial job list is going to come out this week and next week. So probably ISM ISM manufacturing probably going to come out as well. So a couple of things going to happen, and we're going to probably going to give us some impetus to break through. At least some more activity happening during that week. So still bullish on the market over here, and I like how we're just holding the gains here, right? If we hug this level here, we don't get knocked down too far, we have a chance to break through. I want to see a day kind of like October 9th. That's what I've been saying, where, look, we close pretty close to this level. We open kind of right there, and we just kind of grind up higher. I'm going to take some more longs. I'm going to add to my positions, and then swing it out for the remainder until I kind of make a new all-time high, and then we start to slow down. I see some sort of bearish engulf, and then take profits on the next bounce. So that is kind of the game plan here so far, and this is just a week to be patient, not do anything. Really, I mean, I think I took shop as a swing, but pretty passive, not doing a whole lot. Maybe you can take 1 or 2 day trades that look nice, but that is pretty much it. Pretty much it over here. So let's take a look at our YouTube picks. We're on a couple of these today, and not really reacting too much to anything that's going on today. Let's start with AFRM. So again, that's been flat this week. Let's look at Reddit. Yeah, pulling back a little bit over here. Still looking good on a D1 level. We have some time to add to that dip. You can see we dipped down. A little bit of news, but again, we're just kind of checking this all-time high over here. We still have the 8 EMA that we're on, and we are above that AVWAP E, so buyers are in control. Netflix had a bit of selling today, poked above it. Looks like it's finding some legs over here. Oh yeah, look at that. So we're getting some tall bounces. Looks like the trend is slowing down now. Until we clear this new high, we really can't get any more bullish. You're still making new lows, potentially still making lower highs. So nothing to be concerned about. But if I view the alerts, I'm going to reset this buy signal alert, and could be a decent stock over here. All right, we're in team. Team is compressing, holding those gains. That's what I like to see. I mentioned on the chart that I had in trading view that team has some room until 276, has a pretty big void there. So I may look to take some gains there if the market starts to slow down, and take some chips off the table. I do also have a decent amount of buying power as a SPY swing over here. I'm in averaged at 588, so up $10 on that, and I'm looking to swing that up probably until if it breaks out. I think the market has a good chance to hit 610, 605, 610ish. I think so. Still kind of holding that up. Now we have shop. Yeah, again, shop kind of compressing in today. We're not expecting a lot of activity today. This is also, by the way, this is not a good week for CDSs unless you're a pro, in my opinion. Now AI is pulling back over here, but not doing a whole lot. Seeing if anything's getting really moving around today. UPST is holding the door. Let's look at Dash. Yep, Dash is holding those gains pretty well. Let's look at GoDaddy. Yep, still holding up pretty well. Again, a little bit of a hammer here, but I'm going to see if there's any sort of slowdown here. I'm just watching. There's a ton of volume and not a lot of activity here. So I just want to make sure that I don't get anything too crazy. Yeah, so we got a bit of a sell-off here. It looks like if I zoom out here, GoDaddy, pretty strong trend. Trend is probably slowing down a little bit here. So I may, yeah, we've got that sell signal on the M30. So we may start to take some gains on this stock. But again, we have that market tailwind to lean on. So I'm leaning on that move up. And we can clear it over here. But yeah, I mean, we got in 188. So beautiful move up on that stock. That's a $12 move on GoDaddy. 3 ATR move. Amazon took a partial loss over here. Just slightly below break even. Pretty confident that this could be at least a scratch overall or even a win. App, again, compressing. Now, I didn't really rally with the market, which is why I'm not loving it. Just kind of compressing over here. But it is a strong stock. I think it's because it's starting to, I think the move is starting to mature out a little bit more. So it's not as fast or as aggressive as this initial breakout, right? Compressing, move higher, breakout, move higher. We're getting a breakout, and then the breakout gets challenged. And then I think we'll get that next leg higher. So I think we may have to be a little more patient with app. TWLO. This is pulling back a little bit. I think there's some selling coming up at that IPO AView app. That's kind of, I think, accounting for some of that relative weakness we're seeing the past couple of days. Again, still not panicking. Have my order out to exit over there. And again, no market tailwind. So I think with a market tailwind, we get so much more buffer and latitude to ride these swing positions. Now I'm going to go over two trades I took today. 2-day trades, pretty small sized. So first one, I took MMM, and this ended up being a loss. So D1 is strong, but it's not super trending. But what I liked about MMM, it had some volume. It formed this nice little, making these higher lows over here, bouncing off the 50, or but that 100, sorry, getting through the 50 yesterday, and opening above it. And had some really nice, strong trending price action here. So I took MMM. And I took it pretty much right over here at this high at 1040. And SPY intraday had put in this bullish engulfing candle. So here's my thesis for this. One, right, here's the setup if we go back in time. Right. And here is MMM. So really nice relative strength on this guy. Didn't really get knocked down too hard. Now, right, market starts to move down a little bit. Stock really loses relative strength. Get the exit signal, and then we get the sell signal a couple of bars later. So once first we broke through VWAP on a longer candle. So I'm like, all right, not great, but we usually have a chance to exit at VWAP. I did size for a move to the low of the day. So market needs to hold this candle and start to move up higher. So I see this, and I'm like, okay, now we're seeing some choppy price action. I know the move is getting weaker because we got this long candle here. We're getting some tails, another bounce. So even if it gets faded, I know we're probably closer to the end of the move than the beginning. And there you go. We're getting this tall bounce at the end of the day. but I needed to see this stock hold its low of the day. If it could not hold its low of the day, I'm out of the trade. So stock was inching lower over here, and then it started to leak lower at 12.35 as the market was moving up higher, and then that's when I took the loss in this trade. So it was a $2 loss in the stock, but because I sized it pretty small, fairly immaterial on the entire account. And you can see the stock is continuing to sell off, not really finding its legs. So you could panic over here, but because I sized it for a move down over here, I gave it some time to work out, and it didn't work out. So was it the best trade? I think it was decent, but I knew exactly that. I knew I was in trouble pretty much after the first 3 candles, and then it was a matter of, can I take the best loss on the stock, and is the market going to recover, and how's it going to recover? So didn't really end up recovering, and I got out of that position. So next one I took over here was AMGN. So I took it right around here, pretty much right around VWAP. So I liked how the stock, if you look at here, this is not your typical setup, but I liked it for a day trade. Stock on the D1, big gap down and strong rally up from news. And yesterday, I really wish I got that. This was my pick. I love this marginal new low. We get the sell signal to flip to an exit. We get a breakthrough VWAP, a retest, and a buy. So this is a nice little opportunity to buy over here, right? High of the day, okay, breakout, compression, breakout, and then you can ride that out for some more profits. So we had a nice little bullish conditions. There's no tailwind and a ton of buying in the stock. Now, today, stock is holding all the gains of the prior move while the market's sinking lower. So I do like that quite a bit. You can see as soon as the market started to find some support, look at like 1205. Let's see, 1205 looks like it had it to do one little poke through. Yeah, it had to do a little poke through, test. There are buyers in here, and then start to break out of that compression, coming back in for the retest. So I like how we're holding the gains. I think we're going to go higher, but I don't have a ton of time on this because it's a day trade. So I am willing to take some profits on this guy later in the day. And that should probably offset the loss I got on MMM. So probably will scratch today. So those are some day trades I've took today. There's some other stocks that are looking good. HUT was called out. There's some crypto tickers that are looking nice. That's a beautiful compression break in HUT. My buying power is pretty much all used up right now, so I'm just kind of riding the positions I have. Coin is still doing okay. Let's take a look at a fan favorite, MSTR. Had a big bearish engulfing candle. Still has got to recover from that, so wouldn't touch that right now. Yeah, so again, not a lot of trades today. We're just waiting it out. No video, obviously, tomorrow on Thanksgiving, and no video on Friday because it's a half day. I'm not going to do any trading. May just mark some charts, but not going to do a whole lot. So take this time to, take a break mentally, right? Sometimes you can feel nice and refreshed if you take a day or two off to use a long weekend and kind of recover. Or use that time just to study and maybe look over some trades. Maybe if you have an idea that you've been wanting to try, like I really want to evaluate these buy signals on strong stocks and just start to get used to that system and see how well I can day trade with that. So that's what I'm kind of looking for over here. And yeah, that's something I'll probably test out. So that's it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Have a happy Thanksgiving, and I'll see you all on Monday.